Hi. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, man. So, we got a cool little review for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to get to it. I'm so happy it's Christmas time. That means presents for good little boys. And I've been good. Well, I've been bad, but I'm good at it. Here we go. Alright, so this is a review on the Thunderpole T X handheld radio by Thunderpole. And I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best handheld radios I have ever gotten, bar none. The unit in Randy 2 comes close, but this thing just has a couple of things that goes over the top. There is one really cool feature. I'm going to show you that, but this video is going to be more about the technical aspects of the radio, not so much the features. You can go anywhere and find videos on the features, and they are fantastic. The DSP noise reduction, out of this world, man. Fantastic. So let's get on here and take a look. Let me grab this guy. So I'm going to be on US channel 20, that's 27205, as you can see, and I'm going to be using the noise reduction off in this test because but listen to that. That's not an audio degradation. You know, it's not muting the audio or bringing the audio down. That's just filtering the amount of static. And you can imagine with a voice in the background, it's going to sound fantastic. You hear a lot more stations than you do with a regular handheld radio. So I just want to make sure that, you know, the radio does what it says it's going to do. So we'll do a little lab test here. Let me get over here with my service monitor. There I am. See if I can get up here and get the screen in there right. There we go. All right, so I'm going to grab the radio here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I've got it cabled to the service monitor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check FM deviation. So let me go over to FM. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1.7 kilohertz on the high end, so just about 2. So that's fine, well within spec. Let's go down here and check. Let's check the frequency here. That's a big one. Let it settle. 54 hertz. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this service monitor is connected to our distribution 10 meg across the lab. It's a GPS disciplined rubidium oscillator. And it's not the kind you buy off of eBay. It is a professional lab quality. So we can actually do calibrations traceable to NIST here. So, real good on the frequency. Let's go over to, let's go to AM. And let's take a look at the amount of deviation we've got in there. And let's see, we're on FM. Let's see, oops, I got to go back to receive and change that in this menu here. I'm going to go to AM, and let's go back to the modulation and see what we get. Now, normally, you know, we're looking for real close to 100% modulation. I don't know if we're going to see that or not because most companies will limit somewhere around 90%, something like that, just because of the restrictions, and they don't want to have something, you know, the inspector come along and let's see, 100% and come along and say, hey, you're over by, you know, a little tiny bit. So they keep it pretty conservative, and that means that you can always go in or have your shop go in and just tweak it so that you're right at that 100%. I like 90% modulation because it leaves a lot of headroom for lows and stuff like that. Makes it sound a little bit bigger. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. We're on it. Okay, so we're on AM. Yep. Okay, there we are. And channel 20. All right, channel 20. Test, 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 test. Okay, so the peak low is 44.6%. The peak high is 89, so 90% modulation. So yeah, that's right on just where we want it. That's pretty cool. So those specs, what I'm finding is the manufacturer set the specs, and guess what? They're right on. They're not lying to you. They're not saying something is what it isn't. Let's go over here and see just what we can get. So let's look at receive. I'm going to generate signal there. Okay. And let's go down here. That's quite a bit. So 100. Okay, 100 microvolts, S9, a little, you know, depending on how you see this meter, it's either at S9, which would be industry standard. If we did 50 microvolts, I guess we're just at S9. So, but hey, industry standard all the way. Love it. Okay, let's go and see. This is AM, so let's go and see how far down. Let's see, 0.25 microvolts. Okay, that's an industry standard. Okay, you can just barely hear it, which is about right. Turn on the DSP, and it's just not enough signal for that to come on. Let's see, is there an open? I don't think so. There is a monitor. Let's see if we hold it in. Nope, won't do it like that. So to activate the DSP, let's see, 0.35, let's probably the hysteresis of the squelch. There's 0.25 with the NRC. And there it is with it off. Once you get that low, it's probably best to have it off. Let's check FM and see exactly what FM does. Okay. Let's go down here. See if noise reduction does anything there. Oh yeah, now that's where your noise reduction is great. Listen to that. You can hear that real nice. You could hear somebody talking, understand them, very nice, at a 1/4 microvolt, which is damn good. And with the NRC off, you get all that static in along with it. So, yep. Now, let's, just for the fun of it, let's see how sensitive the receiver is. Okay, we're doing a kilohertz, 2 kilohertz deviation. Let's go down here and see just how far down we can go. There's 0.2. Oh my. 0.2 microvolts, as you can see up on the display. Well, I'll zoom in. Let's see if we can get you zoomed into the display a little bit better. There we go. Is that better? Yep. So there's the 0.2 microvolts, man. That's really great. Can we go further down? 0.15. Yep. Yeah, wow. And then on up from there. Yep. Fantastic receiver. Good Lord, that is really, really good. So, meets and exceeds all specs. I keep saying that, but I just want you to know that. You know, meets and exceeds it, so no problem. I think even the, you know what, did I even say the output? Let's go back to receive. Let's look at the output wattage, just to make sure that we're not, yeah, 4.1 watts. So 4.1 watts, they say 4 watts, well, it's 0.1 over. And, you know, I've had the battery on a little bit. Really nice. Great. For DXing, they work okay if the band's in 100%. And if that band is open, man, that little rubber duck. The other day I talked from Texas to Nevada, to Dan up there in Nevada, and it was just perfectly clear. I did that on 26805 FM. It was really nice. But, you know, they have the little antenna, and you can go on any site and buy any 27 meg antenna that you may think is better. They have some tactical folding ones. They have longer rubber ducks, all sorts of stuff. You can get accessories like this little speaker mic here. Let me get this out of the way. And you get a little Thunderpole speaker mic with the standard 2-pin connector. And you know, these work. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't like them because I'm used to the larger public safety speaker mics that we use here in the shop. So, but you do get, you know, you can get this, or you can look on the web. There's some other manufacturers that make these that'll fit and make it work. But something else that I think is really nice is, just like some of the other ones, they give you this adapter, right? This adapter is power and external antenna. So that plugs into the radio, and you can use this, use it from the bottom, right? And it just goes in, let's see, it goes in this way, like this, clamps down, and then you screw this in. One of the things that I want to say about this adapter is that it is a super well built, heavy plastic. This thing isn't going to break on you. Neither is this radio. I would say that this radio gets very close, if not the same, to a commercial grade radio that we sell to police and fire. So, you know, technically it's not type accepted for that, but it's definitely the quality that you want. Another little accessory you can get is the leather case. Really nice leather case, lets you see the front and be able to access the keypad and all that. Nice big holes for the speaker and the microphone. That's always good. Snaps around, and I think it's a real nice little leather case for if you're running around outside camping, hiking, or just in your backyard running DX. Having a good time is always fun with these radios. So, what's the thing that I wanted to really show you? other than once again, the manufacturer specs right on the nose with this. Really good job, guys, over at Thunderpole. Okay, before I go, here's what I'm going to show you. I think whoever came up with this was really on the ball, and the engineer or the products guys that designed this, wow. Okay, this USB charger, let me get it open here, come on, is USB-C. Look at that. How smart that any standard USB cell phone charger, 5-volt charger, will charge the radio up, no problem. Now, I do have to tell you, if you're going to buy one of these in the United States, they do come with the 1 through 20 or 1 through 40 channels from the United States. They come with a UK charger. It's still a 5-volt charger, but it has the 2 big flat pins like they use in the UK. So what you have to do is just know that in the future, I've been told that they're going to start putting the American type wall plug USB charger in. But any USB charging, you know, you charge your phone, you've got a, you know, I've got tons of these little adapters laying all over the place in the shop and in the house, and the kids have them. So yeah, it's really easy to grab that. That is not something that I would let stop me from getting this, especially when you look at the price is under 140 bucks. I think it's 129, something like that. So this is fantastic. You have to get one, if nothing else, for that noise reduction. It is just fantastic, and something that's this strong, and that you can go camping, hiking, have a good time with it. Don't fear dropping it, because you're not going to hurt it. This is one tough radio. I really like it. And being that the specs are right on, I mean, what else do you want? Hey, it's Christmas time. It would make a fantastic Christmas. Get over to Thunderpole, get a hold of Andy, and tell him, hey, you saw the video and you want to get, you know, you want to get one for your friend or yourself, or you and your wife. Maybe the kids want to get into CB and learn DXing. You know, the skip conditions are in great right now. You know, so you can go outside in your backyard and you can talk to other states, even possibly some other countries, depending on the time of day you do it. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the quick review. I'm sorry it wasn't lengthily, but I thought it needed to be said that this guy is probably, again, the best handheld radio that I have ever seen, and I've used every single one that's ever been produced. if they were to ever put sideband in here like the Albrecht has, man, I'll tell you, it'd be perfect. Alrighty, talk to you guys later. Have a really great Christmas and a happy New Year. Be safe, and come back, like and subscribe, and we'll do some more reviews.